What if I told you history can be utterly ridiculous? Imagine a country declaring war on birds, and losing. Or people dancing until exhaustion for weeks. These are real stories, not myths. Today, we explore the most absurd events in history. Because sometimes, history isn't just dramatic. It can be completely bizarre. Let's dive into our first tale. In 1932, Australia faced an unusual threat. No invading army. No rebellion. Emus. Yes, those flightless birds. After World War I, Australian veterans received farmland in Western Australia. Unfortunately, around 20,000 emus migrated inland and invaded these farms. They trampled crops, destroyed fences, and devastated wheat fields. Farmers were outraged and demanded action. The Australian military responded by deploying soldiers with machine guns. The plan seemed straightforward: eliminate the emu population. But it didn't go as expected. The emus scattered into small, quick-moving groups. They ran swiftly across rough terrain, making them difficult to hit. Machine guns jammed, and ammunition was wasted. In one ambush attempt, thousands of rounds were fired, yet only a few emus were killed. After weeks of frustration, the military withdrew. Officially, the emus had won. It's one of the strangest military campaigns in history. Now let's rewind even further. In July 1518, a woman in Strasbourg spontaneously started dancing in the street. There was no music, no festival. Just her, dancing for hours. Days passed, and soon dozens joined her. Within a month, hundreds danced uncontrollably. Some collapsed from exhaustion. Some tragically died from heart attacks and strokes. Authorities were confused. Doctors believed the cure was more dancing. They built stages and hired musicians, encouraging movement. That only worsened the situation. Historians still debate what caused this bizarre event. Was it mass hysteria or psychological stress? We don't know. But we know hundreds of people once danced against their will. History is often irrational and can be terrifyingly strange. Now imagine waking up to a war. Then, before lunch, it's over. In 1896, that's exactly what happened. After the Sultan of Zanzibar died, his successor took power without British approval. The British Empire demanded he step down, but he refused. At 9:02 in the morning, British warships began bombarding the palace. Minutes later, the palace was heavily damaged. By 9:45 a.m., the entire conflict was over. This war lasted less than an hour. Hundreds were injured on one side, while British casualties were minimal. An entire war, over in less time than a typical TV episode. Finally, let's talk about an unbelievable survival story from 1848. A railroad foreman was preparing explosives for construction when a tamping iron accidentally ignited. The iron rod shot upward and entered his left cheek. It passed through his brain and exited through the top of his skull, landing meters away. Amazingly, he didn't die. He was conscious within minutes, able to speak and walk. But something changed. Friends said he was no longer the same person. Once calm, he became impulsive and unpredictable. His case became one of the earliest pieces of evidence showing different brain parts control personality. An absurd accident helped shape modern neuroscience. So what do these stories have in common? A defeat by birds, a city dancing to exhaustion, a war shorter than a coffee break, and a miraculous survival. They sound fictional, but they're not. History isn't a straight line of logic. It's chaotic, unpredictable, human, and sometimes completely absurd. If you enjoyed these absurd stories, like and subscribe for more strange historical events. Let's explore even more together.